Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst at Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report, our video where I look for the best trading occasions on the market. Without further ado, let's start, because recent price movements are very interesting, and I am absolutely delighted to see some of the price movements. Let me start with gold. Gold, which eventually defended this horizontal support. Gold was fighting on this area in April and in May. We tested this area 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and this support was eventually defended. At the same time, it was 38.2 Fibo of this upswing, so it was a crucial support. This was happening around the long-term uptrend line. As you can see here, during the third attempt, it was actually broken. All this was happening inside of the wedge. Wedge is a trend continuation pattern, so in this case, wedge should result with an upswing, and it did. So this area was eventually defended, and the price aimed higher. At the end of May, the price aimed for the dynamic resistance, and this dynamic resistance was created by the upper line of the wedge. This resistance was broken. Price closed the day and actually a month above the upper line of the wedge and went higher. Everybody was wondering if the gold will manage to make new highs, new yearly highs, and we did. We did on Friday. As you can see, the price beat those highs from February, and we were on the highest level since April 2018. This creates a good occasion for a reversal and for a correction. As for now, the correction is happening, but it can easily turn into a reversal, so buyers need to control the situation, need to stop this downswing as soon as possible. So this is just a take profit action from this upswing. We can check how deep this correction can go, and to check this we need to measure the Fibos. So 23.6 already broken, and now the price is aiming 38.2, where potentially can be a good occasion to stop the correction, or on 50. We will see. But the thing is that the long-term sentiment on gold is positive. The short-term sentiment is quite negative, because we are witnessing a bearish correction at the moment. Next one is euro-dollar. Euro-dollar, where I have long position open. As you can see, it is going well. It is right. It's close to the entry point. Why I open my long position on euro-dollar? It's because of the fact that the price created a double bottom formation 1, 2, and then the price broke the horizontal resistance on 112.60, which in this case was the neckline of this formation, of the double bottom formation. We tried to break this 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Fourth attempt was successful, and we broke this resistance along with the dynamic one, so the downtrend line, which connects lower highs since the end of September. So we broke this area, and the price went higher, actually giving us a proper buy signal, because price breaking this area is an invitation to go long. Next one is DAX. DAX cancelled the sell signal. Sell signal was coming from the breakout of this horizontal support here, but also from the breakout of the long-term uptrend line. The price, instead of going down, went higher. That was a false breakout, and currently we are witnessing the movement which is typical to the false breakout, so strong movement in the opposite direction. Instead of the triangle, because at some point it was a triangle, instead of this we get a flag. This is lower line, upper line of the flag. Flag was promoting a further upswing. The price did go higher. Currently we are coming back above the uptrend line, so we do have a full positive sentiment on DAX, which is obviously against the positive sentiment on dollar, because DAX is showing us a risk on mode, and gold is going up when we do have a risk off mode. But at this point, I think that the indexes have higher chances of a success. Now, New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. Let me show you this trade. It was one of the best trades I made recently. So this instrument I'm observing for quite a long time. It all started with this double top formation 1-2. At some point it was a false breakout above the downtrend line here. That was a false breakout, and also a bearish engulfing on a weekly chart. Super strong sell signal. Then the price broke the neckline of this formation and recently used this as a resistance. I saw this. We are aiming this resistance in a wedge formation. The price touched this resistance, bounced. I opened my short position here. Stop loss was here, very low risk. I should have opened much bigger position, but still 2 lots is quite a lot. And now the price is going lower, making new lows almost every single time, every hour. And as you can see, we are very close to my take profit. Take profit is on 2,700 euros, and take profit is on the levels seen in 22nd of May. This will be a good occasion to take the profit because it's also a resistance coming from, it's a support coming from those highs. So I think it will be a good occasion to close my position. But actually, this is the essence of my trading strategy. So I'm going with the trend. Trend was bearish. I'm waiting for a correction to buy or sell with better price, to open a position with better price. I trade formations, so a wedge. I try candlestick patterns, so you can see on a daily chart there is a shooting star, maybe not like the textbook shooting star, but is a candle with a long head bouncing from the resistance. Here is a bearish engulfing if we consider bodies. So yes, it is a very good trade, and the price acted like this. In terms of also risk to reward ratio, it is an awesome trade. On hourly chart, what you can see here, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. So this is supported also by the head and shoulder pattern. It is just a great trade. Now crude. Crude is still lower, currently undergoing like a short-term bullish correction, but the situation is not positive. I don't think that crude has chances to go higher anytime soon. S&P 500 now, here we are also in a positive territory. We are negative because the price also broke the horizontal support, dynamic support, but then we created this flag. Okay, let's say wedge, or more a flag. Which also resulted with the breakout to the upside, and now currently we're aiming for the all-time highs. Maybe we'll see those 3,000 points on S&P 500. Now Australian dollar to Japanese yen, trying to create a double bottom formation 1-2, but for the buy signal we need to see the breakout of this line first. I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. No trading signal here. Bitcoin is stuck below this horizontal resistance. We touched 38.2 Fibonacci, which was absolutely awesome. That was the great technical movement. So 38.2 reverse retracement of the main downtrend. Well, the sentiment is positive still. But for the new buy signal, I think we need to wait for the price to break 38.2. Dollar index is struggling. We are below the horizontal resistance here. Price created triple top formation, but the sell signal on dollar index will be created when the price will break this line, this uptrend line. That will be a real trigger to go short on the dollar index. American dollar to Canadian dollar, if we're talking about proper sell signal, here it is. So it is also helping my short position on New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. Before the price broke those supports, it was all doing really great. So invest in a shoulder formation on the uptrend line, then a pennant formation, then a rectangle. It was all promoting an upswing, but the price fell to go higher. That was a false breakout above the rectangle. Then the price broke the lower line of the rectangle, lower line of the channel up formation, and eventually the price broke the long-term uptrend line. And the breakout of the long-term uptrend line is a super strong long-term sell signal. Australian dollar to American dollar, here we do have a downtrend and a flag. Flag is a trend continuation pattern. It seems like the flag has ended with the double top formation, so price broke that support and is aiming higher. Currently we bounce from the upper line of the flag, but it should eventually end and the price should go down. So my view on Australian dollar to American dollar is rather negative. American dollar to Swiss franc, here I do have a long position. I was going long, anticipating the bounce from this long-term uptrend line, but the price did not go there. My stop loss was set here. I opened this position after this hammer. My stop loss was almost triggered 2 days after this, and now well, that's the good place about stop loss order. You need to place your stop loss order in a good area. Here I'm in halfway between the place where I opened the order and the stop loss order. I am waiting for the situation to develop. We will see how this will end. But to be honest with you, I was expecting more. Obviously, after this hammer, I was expecting the price to go higher. But we'll see what will happen. British pound to Swiss franc, that was a great selling situation here. Super strong downtrend, and at the end of this downtrend we had a horizontal support. Price broke the support, created a small pennant which was promoting a further drop, because pennant is a trend continuation pattern. Trend was definitely negative. As you can see, we even broke the lower line of this pennant here. Instead of going lower, the price came back above. The price came back above this horizontal support, which creates a false breakout pattern. So instead, well, it is a pennant, but it's a false breakout pattern. False breakout pattern is promoting a movement to the upside. So yes, this is my view on British pound to Swiss franc. And now I want to show you euro to PLN. PLN is my local currency. Here just a clean breakout of this uptrend line. We can call it symmetric triangle pattern. We broke the lower line. Now we have a correction, but in this case the price should continue to go down. So let me recap the situation for you. Gold short-term negative, long-term positive, euro dollar positive, DAX positive, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar definitely negative, crude negative, S&P 500 positive, American dollar, Japanese yen no signal, Bitcoin no signal, dollar index rather negative, American dollar, Canadian dollar sell, Australian dollar to American dollar rather negative, American dollar to Swiss franc hard to tell now, British pound, Swiss franc buy, and euro to PLN short-term buy, long-term sell. These are the markets right here, right now. I hope you enjoyed this. We do have few interesting movements, so nobody should complain. Thanks very much, guys. All the best, and see you tomorrow.